who is Rose Duncan.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Rose Duncan. If you don't know her yet, I mean, she's more popular than Oprah, in my opinion.
I would like to introduce myself as Kevin Duncan's wife. Yeah, it actually got to that. I used to be Rose Duncan. I've got 5 kids from the same guy on purpose. That's my big claim to fame. My sister can't say that. She's watching. All right. So it's a very good accomplishment in my family. It's more important than a degree, just so you know. I'm from San Jose, California, and yeah, girls just they're not that accomplished. All right. So now these days, I'm Kevin Duncan's wife. He's really become the backbone of our business. You know, I may have started it, but he's continued it to this point. I'm telling you, I don't know where I'd be without him.
Yeah, and I've known him for over a decade. He's a great guy.
Yeah, I really do dig him. I really do dig him. Still.
Yeah, we talk about your journey as an entrepreneur, and I think it's so important to share your attitude towards it. And I want to know what goes through your mind, what goes through your...
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening.
There's so many arrows thrown at every entrepreneur in every angle.
Yes.
In every angle.
Yes.
Some of them is like, man, I'm glad I missed it. Some way I'm glad I caught it. Some glad, like, man, I got hit on some. It's so important, the attitude towards challenges, the attitude towards success, and you guys have achieved like a ton. Super successful in what you've started. Please share with me on that.
All right. Well, you know, a lot of us have heard life is, 90% what happens to you. Wait, 10% what happens to you, but 90% how you react to it.
Yes.
That's the correct breakdown of that percentage. And I used to not really understand, like, that doesn't make sense, that until I got an ambit. And then you live it.
Yes.
You live it every single day with every decision, with everything that comes at you. It's like, how are you going to react to that? And so for us, our biggest obstacle in this business was, leadership.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it's not just about, find a leader and follow them. You got to find a good leader to become a good leader. You've got to follow the right mentorship, because y'all, there's some leaders out there. I mean, we call them tornado leaders. And, if you behave inside of a tornado, right, you're safe.
Yep.
But if you go too far to the right or too far to the left, it will wreck you. But if you stay in the middle and you stay, where they want you, they'll take you to the highest heights. You'll see but then you start to realize it's like, I'm growing in this bubble. I want to learn from more. There's so many people out there that just, they make sense. And you're like, why can't I learn from if you're dealing with a culture where they're telling you, only learn from me, only, follow me, only listen to me, then that's probably, you've got to red flag that. And I want you to follow your mentor without question until you have to question why you're not questioning their leadership. And then you really start to, it opens your eyes. It opens your eyes to not just this business, but I mean, anything in life. You're like, gosh, I've really got to rethink, who I hang around with. Yeah. Because like you said, if you hang out with 5 millionaires, you'll be the 6th one. But if you hang out with 1 millionaire because that's the only one you're allowed to, good luck being the 2nd one. Yeah. So we've learned a lot, and we've got so many people to thank. I mean, you and Jill have, not just opened your home, for us to stay there, but from the beginning. I mean, when we promoted a national consultant, you were the first call to us to let us know, hey, this is just one part of it. Like, there's a whole national consultant leg you got to go build now. Yeah. Congratulations, you're starting today as a national consultant. But I mean, you let us know there was still work to be done. Yes. There was still work to be done, and don't get complacent, and just keep on keeping on. And that's kind of what we've done. In everything, we have taken all of the obstacles that we have and just decided we have got to be unstoppable and unstompable.
Amen.
Yeah.
Rose, you talk about leaders.
Yes.
Describe to me a few attributes of a good leader.
Oh, wow.
Give me a couple list of those, and I think we can learn from it as well.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you what I look for. And it's going to sound funny coming from me, but I look for somebody who's humble, you know, and people tease me all the time because I'm not the most modest. I know. I'm so fantastic. But I feel like if you can find someone who still, you know, hasn't forgotten where they came from, it's real important, because there are going to be nicer houses, nicer cars, you know, the bank account is bigger. So it does come with more stuff. And unfortunately for some people like me, because I do a lot about, you know, personality trainings, I see success in stuff like y'all's pool. Oh, amazing. That's like, you guys are my next level. You guys are there's always someone out there that is more successful than you. It doesn't matter where you're at. Okay. So look for someone that can, you know, pull the improvement out of you, because the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement.
Yeah.
And so we look for someone that, first of all, didn't forget where they came from. Okay. Because I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how much money me and Kevin make. I mean, I still, you know, I'll still go to the Goodwill. I'll still go, you know, I'll still look for that great deal. You know, I'm still on the marketplace. I'm still doing DIYs when I don't have to. But it's exciting for us to know that we can afford things we couldn't afford before. All right. But we're not wasteful, you know, and we look for that when we're looking for a leader to follow, with somebody that's going to appreciate, you know, who we are, what we're about, and show us that, you know, even though with all of their success, they're not stopped.
Yes. Yeah, I've definitely learned that for Jill and I, align our lives and our time with people who share the same core values. It is so important. And you hit it right on the spot, Rose. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I know I asked Kevin this question earlier, but I'd love to hear it from you on this one. And I'm going to recap it because I know Nate can cut this. You've achieved tremendous amount of success. You went to the highest mountain, national consultant. There isn't a level higher than that. You've achieved it. You made the yellow jacket. That's a major milestone. And you've won something that most people dream of having. It's just the Thompson Leadership Award.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes. And it's such a prestigious award. When people describe it, it's such amount of leadership, amount of dedication, commitment. And it's just a vast quality the company has to look for. And you check mark on all of them. And can you please describe to us, you know, your feeling when you received it?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So it is what Kevin was saying. It's a lot of emotion, and my voice is going to shake right now, because when we received that award, we had to do a remote ambition because of COVID, and you know, Kevin and I, you know, couldn't make it to the live event, and this Ambit's such a great company. They let that year be remote, and so we were shocked that the company even recognized a recipient that wasn't live. To be awarded that, the award by itself is huge.
Oh, huge. Huge.
But to be awarded that by Jerry Thompson Jr. himself, we couldn't even talk that day. We were speechless, and I pride myself on never being speechless. And I mean, if you guys ever see the take on that, you guys could clip it in if you want. It was the ugliest cry ever, because it was just the best moment in our business ever, to be, you know, just receiving that. And I mean, I can't even, me trying to describe it to you is me trying to describe to you the win of the Super Bowl. You know, first of all, I don't know football. Okay. So, but I know, I mean, that award is huge. It's like this big. It weighs like 100 pounds. But I just wanted to, I didn't have it because they couldn't hand it to me, because remember, we're remote. But if it was in my hands, it's one of those moments where you say, you know, what are you going to do next? It's like, go to Disneyland. Yeah. So, I mean, it was that epic. It was that epic in our lives. And we couldn't even give a proper speech because we were just caught by such surprise. Like, I'm telling you that I don't want to say we're not worthy, because I'm completely honored, and we accept it. Because I was like, oh no, I want it. Yes, I really do.
It's well deserved, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's one of those things about, being humble. I mean, we had to text Jerry Thompson Jr. after the fact, and we're like, look, I know we could have got where we're at a lot sooner, but we're proud of how we got there because we never looked for the shortcut.
The shortcut.
We never, So if you saw the road it took for us at Man, and you can tell when we would get to, you remember meeting, we went on a lot of 5 stars together.
Yes, yeah. We traveled the world.
Yes. We even started, going to some that we weren't invited to. Hashtag fun club. Okay. But, it's when you see me and Kevin show up there, everybody looks like they got dropped off in a limousine. We look like we crawled. We look like we walked to Hawaii, because it was, everything we do, it does. It's hard work. It's blood, it's sweat, it's tears, but it's worth it. Yeah. It's worth it. And for our team, to keep on keeping on right along with us, and we keep winning. Yes. We keep winning. When they win, we win. Mm-hmm. So, all of the success, all of the awards, any of the, any accolades we have, it belongs to the team. It belongs to the newest marketing consultant that helped promote that new RC, that helped promote that new senior, that helped promote executive consultants, that made us national consultants during a dang pandemic.
Yeah, I know. Oh my goodness.
We were a pandemic promotion. They call it pandemic promotion. I think Jake Hughes, your consultant, he coined the phrase. I loved it because it's, it's success in the midst of,
the most difficult in the world, not just in the world.
When people were shutting down their companies and their businesses, Ambit was thriving. Yes. I mean, we were still, we sit on our porch, and even to this day, but mostly back then, and we're so lucky we decided to get in Ambit, because had we not, I know where I'd be. I'd be a retail store manager with Verizon Wireless, probably district manager by now, but I would be at the mercy of, the world.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Oh my goodness. And right now, to me, what I wanted to know more of, you've achieved tremendous success. Regular people would say, just go retire, enjoy it. I know it's not in your blood to that.
Yeah.
So the question I have for you, what's next for Rose Duncan? What does the future hold? What do you see? And maybe you can share with me on that. Share what's your next goal?
Well, first I got to get into Ohio, because I got called out by a national consultant. Like, why aren't we there? But no, just this company has so much to offer, and they just keep finding more ways to pay us, more ways to incentivize us. I mean, if you're a $1 million earner, you can be a $5 million earner. If you're a $5 million earner, you can be a $10 million earner. If you got a $10 million jacket, you're looking at the $15 million jacket. I mean, all the way up. Brian McClure has earned over $50 million in commissions. This is not what is the revenue for the company, and so you set your heights, your sights on as high as the heights you want, because you just got to go get it. Yeah. But it is work. It is, it's network marketing. I learned that too here. I was like, man, I wish it was sit down and play Candy Crush and the checks come in, and it's, and it will get to that point. And it's gotten to that point for me and Kevin where if we don't say Ambit ever again, we'll still get a check. Yeah. Because our team's not stopping. Our team is going to go, and they're going to grow with or without us now. Mm-hmm. And that's what you want. You want to get your team to where it's a machine, where it's working with or without you. But why would you ever want it to be without you? Imagine, the person coming in your business that doesn't have what you have yet. You still need to be around so that they can point to you and say, that's what I want. That's where I want to be. That's what I want to do. So stay, just stay. It's fun. I mean, why would you leave something that's fun and exciting? We've got friendships with a lot of the millionaires in Ambit, and same thing, even Mark and Olivia Guerra, part of the
Oh yeah,
man, they are completely successful in their business, in life. Oh my, She let us drive her Ferrari. So, but they still show up at meetings. They still show up at Ambition. They still show up for their team because it's just good. It's just a good environment, good company, good compensation plan, better compensation plan, right? Yeah. Better. So now more than ever, people are really engaging.
Yeah. Any, I know you receive a lot of inspiration, a lot of just moments of life where it's such a positive experience.
Yeah.
Ending this podcast now, Rose, can you share with us one of the most inspirational moment that you've received or experienced? Leave us with a good note.
Yes. I'll tell you, the birth of our grandbaby. So his name's Levi. Mm-hmm. He's adorable. And when you look at the extension of your family that's going to continue on, you start to realize, I can't stop Ambit, I don't want to stop Ambit because I want to leave that baby as much money as I can so he can buy everything he needs. He's going to need a lot of toys. And I got to tell you guys, everything we've done, it all goes to charity. Nice. 5 hungry kids, 5 of them from the same guy on purpose. That's our charity. But I mean, now with Levi here and I'm sure our future holds for more grandbabies. I mean, it's legacy wealth that we're really after. And it's because, we love be here all the time.
Yeah.
But if we can leave them enough of a legacy, our picture will be over that fireplace forever.
Shining. The company's been around for a while, and a lot of announcements made during the convention. This year, the announcement has been off the roof. I truly believe they injected with some mega steroids, like the top shelf version of steroids into the comp plan. To me, it's like unbelievable. Truly, the word unbelievable, how this comp plan really is, how it's going to affect the new consultants coming in, the new customers coming in, the residual. Share with me on what this comp plan really is.
Oh, man, you can't even, to say it has been injected with steroids is artificial, but it's real. They really beefed it up. Like, there's beefing it up and then there's really beefing it up. Yes. I mean, just on our personal customers alone, we get almost a 2,000% raise.
Yeah.
Has anybody done the math on that? I'm real good at algebra. I took algebra 2 twice. I'm real good at math. Took algebra 2 twice. But I looked at, so I was a commissions expert for Verizon Wireless. My job was to show people how to hit the spiff, how to hit windfall, how to maximize their money, how to get the most out of a compensation plan. Yeah. Okay? And so we all were successful on the traditional comp plan that we knew. And then this one came. And we're so excited. We're not just excited for us. We are so excited for the new person that's going to come in, see success sooner, see money sooner, see their customer reoccurring income sooner. This is huge. This is bigger than any announcement they could have given. I've been in Ambit 13 years, and I've heard almost 13 times them say this is going to be the biggest announcement. And they were good announcements. No, this was the best announcement. Oh my God. They could have ended Ambition and let us get to work like Thursday. But I'm so glad. We got to train. I'm so glad we got to train because, you and I got to be in the same training segment, and it was so exciting that we got to hear just a little sooner than everybody else because we had to train on it, right? And so my training was recruit, but now you've got to re-engage, you've got to retouch, and you've got to revive. There are people on your team that barely a pulse left. But if they had any hint of life, this comp plan is going to wake them up. Like we had our local BP just recently, and it was 10 times the attendance, We have people coming out of the ground. Okay, to do
yes, the grave.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We've never gotten so many phone calls. We've never gotten so many phone calls for a gift that Vistra made possible for us. Yes. We just asked for a better comp plan.
Yeah.
They delivered the greatest comp plan. Like, agreed?
Yeah, agreed. I'm going to say some numbers out here.
Go ahead.
I'm going to just let corporate or legal do it after.
Yeah, they can cut it.
Before, it was nickels and dimes.
Nickels and dimes.
Now it's 20x.
Yes.
20x, a nickel, 20x, 10x. Yes. Imagine what your residual now is times 20. That, I think, to me, for those who see through our eyes, they should just flip their wig. I mean, everything was just, tell me more about the comp plan and what you see for the new consultants and the existing consultants.
Oh my gosh, just a sea of yellow jackets immediately, right? That's just, I'm like, I know. I mean, because look, this is the comp plan that network marketing companies are not putting out for their consultants. In any other industry, in any other company, you will not see something like this. Most comp plans are being kind of diluted, or they're being dropped down. They're being shaved. They're finding more ways not to pay you. Yeah, they're trying to figure out ways to cut you out. Ambit Energy is, I mean, we're thriving. It's
generous.
It's fresh still.
Yes.
People don't realize what's happening. They don't understand how big this is. Unless you were here for the other comp plan, for the original, you can't even truly appreciate this, which I'm fine with. If a new consultant comes in and this is all they know, blessed. Yes. Blessed. This is gonna be humongous for every consultant who builds a team, that builds a business. They're winning.
Yes.
Already.
I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real on this.
Yeah.
Those who are going to put in the work will see the results.
Oh, yeah.
And those who don't put in the work won't see the results. So in other words, get to work. And those who kind of like, kind of thinking about it and all that, I think, like, unless they put in the work and commitment, that's half of our level. We're committed in there. I don't think they're going to deserve it if they don't work for it.
You know what I'm really excited for?
What?
The people that stuck around. Yes. Because you ever hear the term stick and stay till you get your pay?
Yeah.
Man, this is it. This is it. Everybody who got through all those, and Kevin had such a nice way to put it, like peaks and valleys. He says peaks and valleys. I'm like, dude, when you fall in the ditch,
mud on your face.
Yes, mud on your face. And you are like worried about, getting up and trying to dust yourself off and keep on. Thank goodness we didn't quit. I tried to quit 5 times for 5 different reasons. Just 5, because by the time I got to where I would have on the 6th time, we were getting paid already, and you stop quitting so much.
Yeah, exactly.
You stop quitting so much when the checks are coming, and they still yes, this business waits for you. Yeah. So there's people out there that are coming back to Ambit, going, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I didn't like cancel my consultant position, but I have to turn on my website. I'm like, well, good for you. Look, you get to come back as a executive consultant, as a senior consultant, wherever you were at before, you're still there. As long as you didn't quit, Ambit's gonna be happy to help you out with this new comp plan, because it's huge. It's huge. It's huge.
You heard it from Rose Duncan, y'all. Give me a big round of applause. Oh my God.